happy readers. Today we're going to talk about Purity by Jackson Pearce. Basically, this book is about a girl named Shelby who promises her dying mother that she will, always, live life to the fullest, love as much as possible, and, always be kind to your father. Don't give him a hard time. She comes upon this hardship in which her dad is like, hey, in order to grow closer together, since we pretty much ignore each other most of the time, how about we do this purity ball thing? And it's a nice father-daughter tradition in their town, and she kind of takes it as, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to have sex until I'm married if I promise to do this. And so she finds some loopholes, and her two best friends are kind of like the devil and the angel on the shoulders. Like, I just thought about this today. I was like, what? Why didn't I think about that before? Because you think about the guy best friend and he's just kind of like, oh hey, you shouldn't do that, that's not good, you should always have sex with somebody you love. And her other best friend is like, here's a long list of guys you can go bang. And there's a lot of things in this book that shocked me when I read it, and that's one of them, where it's just like, whoa, we are going to talk about this hardcore. We're going to talk about, being a virgin, we're going to talk about, sex, we're going to talk about love and what does it mean, and religion and things, because all of it's wrapped up in this. And I think it's like one of those books that's gonna probably piss off a good few people, but at the same time I think it's good to talk about these things. All this internal dialogue, and it's concentrated into this book that's like, I think it's around 200 pages. It's 224 pages, which is pretty short for a contemporary, not too short for a contemporary novel, but that's quite short. So Shelby has this internal dialogue with herself, is God real, isn't God real? And at first I was just like, well, that's a lot. But at the same time, you go through that time in your life where you're like, what do I believe religiously, spiritually, whatever? That's a real thing, but it's very like concentrated in this novel, where it just goes from like her being like, I don't know, to nope, I don't like God very much, he took away my mother, okay? Or that's how I interpret it. So there's that. One thing that I do have to pick on this novel is, like, the guy best friend seems very one-dimensional. He's just very there to be like, no, don't do that, that's bad, okay? I hate you. Not really hate, but he's very angry because of her decisions that she has decided upon. While her girl best friend is like, hey, you should live your life to the fullest. Go do what you need to do. Yes, cool, yeah. And what also adds to the girl best friend is that there's that scene where she talks about how the best friend has these the skin, I forget what it's called. It's some sort of skin disorder where your parts of your skin turn lighter colors. And there's a child at the playground who asked her like, oh, what's wrong with your legs? And like, not like that, but it was something like, what's going on there? And she's like, I'm gonna explain it to you. And I thought that was very, like, it added a dimension to that character. Whereas the guy best friend, just like, I don't know, he just didn't have much going for him. I just didn't find him like swoon-worthy or friend-worthy. It was just kind of like, if she saw being friends with him, that would be okay. Like, I get that they've been really good friends for a long time, but it's one of those friends that, like, he's the kind of guy that will go into somebody's video, see a comment, be like, you used the wrong your, you did that, you did it. That's just how I interpreted his character. Maybe you interpreted it differently, but it's just, not that he's a jerk, but it's just like, you're just an okay guy. You're a nerd-ish. Not really. He just carries books around with him. Okay. He likes Shakespeare. Cool. Maybe some girls find that attractive, but like, if you like Hamlet, cool. I like Hamlet too, but that's not gonna make me like you. The main character of Shelby, she is very witty, and sometimes, like, I feel like in fictional stories, and almost, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's just like, it doesn't work, like, not all the time. Like, there are points where she's serious, but there are points where it's just like, I don't know. But maybe because it's just like, a lot of characters are just very serious and they're very hurt all the time, but she's just very like, things happen, this is life, yes, okay. I know when she was arguing with her guy best friend at one point, she was just like, I don't see why I'm wrong. Like, That's not really a part of her wittiness, but I think all of that is a part of her character of being like, you know, I am who I am, accept it or don't. And that's pretty refreshing, yeah. But I would say that I do like this book overall. I think it's a pretty good book. It's worth a read. It's only like 224 pages. My mom really liked it. She said that it was good. I mean, even if you don't agree with somebody's ideology or religion, or, I mean, religion is a part of ideology, but even if you don't agree with somebody's ideology, it doesn't mean that it's a bad book. And so, yeah. I'm gonna go drink some more coffee with honey in it because that is delicious. That is a very delicious alternative to sugar. So, yeah, I hope you have all, I need more coffee. Yep. So, I hope you all have a great day and keep reading.